Hello Aquarius, and welcome back, and welcome if you're new. Thanks for clicking and watching this video. This is going to be a relationship spread for you for the first week of first week of July. However, time is fluid. Whenever the messages resonate, when they resonate, it could be past, present, or future energy for you, or a mixture of all three. It could be you or someone that you're dealing with. If this person is Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, or if you are. Neptune is retrograde right now, so let's talk about that real quick. Neptune is a very spiritual planet. It rules Pisces, and it is in Pisces retrograde right now at this time. It is associated with mysticism, spirituality, occult matters, and when it goes retrograde, our inner life is challenged. We might need to redefine how we connect to the deeper, more psychic, and subtle aspects of this universe. So that's from freeastrology123.com/retrogrades 2019 dash or little hyphen, whatever. Anyway, that's on their website. They talk about all of the retrogrades there. So if you're interested, you can check that out. Mercury's in Leo right now. And wait a minute. Mercury goes retrograde in Leo July 7th. Mercury, has moved into Leo. Venus is in Gemini. It moves into Cancer on July 3rd. Mars is in Cancer, moves into Leo July 1st. Jupiter's retrograde in Sagittarius. Saturn's retrograde in Capricorn. Both of those planets are, those signs that they're in, the planet rules that sign. So very intense, very intense. Uranus is in Taurus. Neptune is retrograde in Pisces. Neptune rules Pisces as well. Pluto's retrograde in Capricorn. And Chiron is in Aries. It goes retrograde July 8th. Chiron is an asteroid, but it also is a very spiritual planet. It deals with deep wounds and spirituality. And I previously thought it went retrograde June 8th. So if you check the video before that, in the beginning, I'll tell you what Chiron retrograde represents for us. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you don't know how to check, if you don't know how to check your natal chart or find where Aquarius is in your chart, check the link in my description box to check your natal chart. This can be any relationship in your life, including the relationship you have with yourself. Doesn't always have to be intimate or romantic relationships. It could be friendships, family, work relationships, or other. Left side is you, right side is your person. However, it can flip-flop. The right side can be you, or the left side can be a person, or, like I said, it can be all you. We're going to look at the relationship situation, the overall theme of the reading, the mental space at the top, the heart space at the bottom, and the behavior, as well as advice and the likely outcome. This could involve an old friend or lover, return the past friend or lover, somebody coming back from your past, possibly to reconcile or make peace, somebody you share happy memories with. So overall theme of the reading is the Six of Cups, Scorpio energy. The relationship situations at a stalemate. Maybe this person came back, but maybe you just kind of don't know what to do about it. That's Moon and Libra energy, could also be Aquarius or Gemini. Trying to make a decision, trying to figure out, needing peace, needing time to think. It's either the calm before or after the storm for me personally. It could be like the shit's about to go down, or the shit just went down and you just need a second before or after something has happened. But it's needing time to think, needing time to gain perspective, perhaps needing time to make a decision and to find balance. Or it could also just be not making a decision right now. Or could be, I feel like it's just like, I need a second. What I feel from this is just like, I need a second. Either if you're putting it off to make the decision later or to deal with it later, it's just like, I need to wait until my head is clear, or, wait until I'm in a better headspace to deal with this. So I don't feel like it's being irresponsible or just kind of like putting it off for no reason. I got my selenite wine, y'all. I'm so excited. I was like, I'm not even using it. Okay, so that's the relationship situation. Trying to figure out which way to go, trying to make a decision, trying to, or taking time to think, to make a decision, to figure out which way you want to go. Could also be like being at a crossroads. Your mind, your headspace is the Nine of Wands, a wounded warrior. Feeling like you've been through a lot. I think you're at a place, like I said, being at a crossroads, trying to figure out like if all the work that you've put in has been worth it. You've been through a lot. You're tired. This is a card of resilience. It's like you know very well that you're capable and strong and resilient, and you have the ability to push forward, and you're very passionate. But I think you're thinking about doing some reflecting on all the work that has been done, and trying to figure out if you want to continue, or which way you want to continue, either with this person or with this project or whatever it is. It's something that you've been very passionate about, but it's a cycle that's almost closed. You know what I'm saying? It's a 9 of Wands, so you're approaching a 10. And I think you're just at a place where you may be taking a break, like I said, like you've been through a lot. You could just be taking a break. Like, do I want to continue this? Do I want to continue this right now? Do I want to continue this at all? This could be where you're at, or some variation of that. It doesn't have to be a relationship again. It could be a work project. So whatever this is that's on your mind, I think you're just doing some reflecting and trying to figure out, doing some reflecting on what you've done and what you've been through, the work that you've put in, and trying to figure out if it's been worth the obstacles, because this does involve obstacles as well. You could be feeling restricted in your heart space, emotionally restricted. With this 8 of Swords here, feeling like you can't express your emotions, or you can't like you either can't express your emotions, or maybe you just need time to process everything. You could be, oh, Aquarius, this sucks. This feels shitty. I don't like it. These two cards, and like there's a bandage in all of these cards. She's blindfolded here and here, male or female, and then in this card he's got the bandage across his head. So it's just like, I think you are at a place where listen, we're all going to be triggered. I think you're feeling triggered, and in some way, so it doesn't have to be like an extreme way. There could be something that's this situation could be triggering you to some extent and causing that reflection. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not it's like, oh my God, what have I done? Or what has this been? You know, if it's not in like a panic, it doesn't have to be that triggered. You know what I'm saying? That extremely triggered. But I think you just are I think you're kind of shutting down a little bit. Some of you are shutting completely down. Some of you are just like, okay, I just need a second to get myself together. I'm going to take this time to myself. You could be willingly restricting yourself from expressing your emotions towards someone, or waiting until your mind is more clear to make a decision about which way you want to go in this situation. But some of you, I feel like you just can't. You just feel like you can't be heard. And that's why you're like, okay, do I want to continue to move forward with this? Do I want to push through this situation? Because this is my push through card. And I think you're at a place where, in this particular card, I think of like someone like taking a break. Either you're proud of the work that you put in, or you're like, do I want to continue doing this? Is this worth it? And I think you're at a place where you do feel emotionally restricted, or you feel like you either are holding back, or you feel like you have to hold back for some reason or another. Your behavior, you appear to be making strong-willed decisions and using judgment and strategy, and making smart choices, being very intellectually and headstrong. This is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. I believe Aquarius specifically. But I think you are using judgment and strategy overall, whether or not you are making decisions right away. The decisions that you do make, you are using judgment and strategy, and I think you are doing a lot of reflecting on your journey, on your task, on whatever it is that you have done or been through. I think you're doing a lot of reflecting. And it could be, with this, I feel like when the emotions get too overwhelming, then you kind of shut down a little bit. But that's okay. Take your time. Be patient with yourself. But if any emotions come up, it's because they need to be dealt with. And with all these planets retrograde, it's like one of these planets or another is going to make you, we're about to have 5 in retrograde. Yeah, so with 5 planets retrograde, one of them is going to make you deal with your shit. So I think you are going to be open-minded, strong-minded, and making responsible and intelligent choices. Now, the person you're dealing with, I think they are trying to be a little bit tenacious or resilient, trying to display strength. This is about putting in hard work as well. It's about passion. It's about drive, resilience. It could also involve standing up for yourself or someone else. So this person may be standing up for themselves. They could be, you could be feeling like this person feels like you're against each other. Like this person is battling you. But I think this person is probably just standing up for themselves because this is a lot of passion. Could be a little bit of aggression as well with the Seven of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag energy. I think this person is trying to find balance. Trying to make... This is a card that also deals with decisions. Another Libra card. But trying to acquire balance, achieve balance, maintain balance, or there's a need for balance in the heart space, in the emotional space. This person, I think, I'm getting like is making harsh decisions. I think they're probably trying to stand up for themselves and keep some type of balance here, but I think they're probably a little bit aggressive in the way they stand up for themselves and try to achieve this balance. It's all in good intention, but it's coming off really like he looks like he'll beat the shit out of you with this stick. And it's like, okay, just chill. Like, and I think that's probably why you're like, do I want to keep dealing with this person because they're too aggressive? Like, you are on edge, bro. Like, just chill. So with justice here, I think this person is probably trying to just create some equilibrium within themselves and possibly within this connection. Trying to make fair decisions for themselves and for their feelings, with their feelings in mind. And I think this person is just protecting their feelings, trying to protect their feelings or trying to protect themselves. I think they're afraid of loss. They're afraid of being alone or losing this relationship. They could also be afraid of losing a job. This is Pentacles, but it's time, energy, effort as well for me as a reader. The Pentacles, any materialistic thing, or it could also represent your body. This person could be afraid of losing in the relationship. It's lack of faith. It's also poverty or fear of loss. This person could be afraid of losing this relationship or afraid of losing themselves. If they're defending the relationship, they're probably afraid of losing the relationship. And if they're defending themselves, they're probably just afraid of losing themselves. Let's clarify with the Soul card deck. 2 more shuffles, please. Clarify this whole spread, please. Ace of Wands in reverse. So maybe this person did come back into your life, but it's like a false start with the Ace of Wands in reverse. Sorry about the interruption. But it's like a false start. It's the Ace of Wands being in reverse. It's like there is passion here, but there's some type of disappointment. Something's not quite working out the way you wanted it to. There could be miscommunication, or you gonna come sit down? I know you're not. But with the Ace of Wands being in reverse, it's not great, not all that great. I think there could be a little bit of aggression in the communication, if there is any. With the Wheel of Fortune here, this is a cycle that is like a fated cycle or a destined cycle, a karmic cycle rather, a karmic situation that is wrapping up or trying to wrap up with the Wheel of Fortune here. Jupiter Sagittarius energy, number 10. Cyclical. Like I said, it's a cycle closing. A new cycle beginning, and I think you're probably just kind of taking a break. Listen, you can stretch it out however long you want to, but if it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen. You're going to go through whatever it is you're going to go through until this cycle closes. It's kind of unavoidable, you know what I'm saying? It's a major cycle, major arcana energy. And I think that's what was taking place here. We have Judgment with the Nine of Wands. Judgment is Pluto energy, yes. So this is dealing with an awakening, and also deals with forgiveness. I think you are doing some self-forgiveness. You can be forgiving this person. You could be forgiving a lot of people. I'm sorry about the glare. We needed light, and now it's too much light. But yeah, this could represent, it's Pluto energy again. Pluto is retrograde. I think amongst this reflection, you're having some awakenings within yourself. I think for some of you, it's probably just a lot. It's overwhelming, and that's where this, that's where this restriction is coming from. We have the Hierophant in reverse. This Taurus energy. The Hierophant deals with spiritual progression, and also like tradition, religion, things of that nature. But also is like rules. In the reverse, it's like anarchy or breaking the rules, or rebellion. And I think you're probably just like, no, I'm not dealing with this right now. You're being a little bit rebellious and holding back emotionally, either from feeling those feelings of hurt, betrayal, whatever it is that's coming up that's not so pleasant, or even withholding love. Could be both within this connection, because you're having a lot of awakenings, and you're seeing things, I think, with fresh eyes, and like you realize you've been through a lot, but you have to be gentle on yourself. You have to be patient with yourself and be kind to yourself too. You're having a lot of awakenings, and you're seeing things with fresh eyes is all I can say with that. And we have the Star card in reverse with the King of Swords. Okay, Aquarius, you're kind of out of your element. The Star card is your card. Kind of losing hope. A little bit of self-doubt. That's why I knew this felt icky. Feeling like, your goals are out of reach. Feeling like things are unattainable. You're so close. We have the 9 and the 10. I think you just have to push through. That's what this card is all about. You have to push through. You're so close, and that's why you have to push through. And it's always hardest right before. Like I said, some shit is about to go down, or some shit just went down. Either way, however it went, it always is like crazy right before it's a cycle wrapping up. And it's like, if you could just get through that, you know what I'm saying? This Ace of Wands can probably turn itself around. Doesn't necessarily have to be this particular situation, but you're having a hard time maybe healing. I think there is some healing that you're doing. The Star card does deal with healing, hope, and guidance. You could be doubting synchronicities, or doubting the signs, or having a lack of faith or lack of trust in yourself or in the universe, which is a no-no. This person has the 6 of Swords and the 7 of Wands. I think overall they really just want to alleviate stress, and anything that causes stress, any conflict or any arguments or miscommunication or misunderstandings of any kind. This is Aquarius energy as well, Libra or Gemini air energy. But with the 6 of Swords and the 7 of Wands, I think that's probably where their aggression comes from. They just really don't want to deal with any stress. And like I said, Aquarius, if this is you, just not wanting to deal with or put up with any stress at all, wanting to alleviate that at all costs, and being very defensive, or very persistent in protecting that energy and protecting that space. Like, don't come over here with that bullshit. I'm gonna beat your ass with this stick, is what I'm getting from that. Like, metaphorically, of course. Like, I don't think you really want to beat anyone with a stick. Maybe like a selenite wand or something. So we have the 8 of Wands and the Justice card in reverse. So the 8 of Wands in reverse does represent Mercury retrograde. Mercury is going retrograde very soon, so it will affect communication, travel, and other intellectual things and thoughts. And this could also be return to the past lovers or friends, because it does bring back old lovers or old friends, and that could be why this is like a false start. And it could be triggering you and making you realize a lot of things, and making you have a lot of self-realization and realizations within this connection, and bringing up a lot of feelings that you don't want to deal with. But if you don't deal with them, you are hindering your own spiritual progression, and you are hindering your own healing, and therefore probably maybe not making as good decisions as you think you are. Or you could be being very cold and making harsh decisions with the King of Swords, because I don't have any reversals in this deck right now. So Some of you could be behaving in the reversal energy of this card, which would be, you know, being harsh and cold and distant and not making mature decisions. With the Eight of Wands, though, in the reverse, it could represent delay, lack of communication, miscommunication, delays in progress or travel. And I think you're trying to acquire this balance, but there is some type of delay, possibly miscommunication or yeah, I feel like if you're dealing with another person, the way you're trying to acquire balance is not, there's miscommunication. It's like you guys are not understanding each other's methods. The Eight of Pentacles here, this person probably is working very hard on their work, on their job, or whatever it is that they do for money. They could be fearful of being broke or just being this could be fear of poverty, fear of losing a job. The Eight of Pentacles is about money and recognition. It's about working really hard, either on yourself, building skills, learning new skills. It could also involve like getting a promotion, getting rewarded or recognized for the work that you've put in, time, energy, effort as well. Working really hard on something, but I think this person's working really hard. Whatever it is that they're working so hard on, it's kind of like out of fear, and it's like working so hard to alleviate stress, but that fear will make you come off very aggressive. So let's get your advice from the Starman Tarot deck. One shuffle. I've already pre-shuffled. 3 cards of advice for Aquarius. Oh shit. Let me shuffle again. One more. Thank you. Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. All right. That's beautiful. So this new beginning that you're approaching, you're going to be able to find balance, and I think your money's going to be fine too. And happiness, wish fulfillment. I mean, come on now. I'm going to read from, oh, I'm not, because I don't have my book. Oh my gosh. But I know this is about like approaching a new opportunity, planting new seeds, sowing new seeds. I don't have my Starman Tarot book, but y'all know I love reading from the book, especially for advice, because it just the way they word everything in there, and I haven't memorized that quite yet. So going off the dome here, the Ace of Pentacles is about a new beginning. Earth energy, Capricorn, Aquarius. I'm lying, Capricorn. I'm about to just go down the zodiac. Capricorn, Aquarius, Taurus, Aries. Lord, I'm all over the place. Sorry. Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo energy. The Ace of Pentacles is all about a new beginning, sowing new seeds, planting new seeds. If you can see, this Pentacles at the bottom and all of these roots are here. Understanding that things take time. It's about having patience as well. And this is about riding the waves of life. The Two of Pentacles is generally about finding balance, making decisions with money or financial balance, but it's also about balancing, just balancing everything within life. The Pentacles is about basic needs and structure and stability. And when things come to challenge your stability or your structure, even your emotional stability, it's about riding the waves of life and not taking anything too seriously, not letting anything throw you off your balance. And he's riding this like infinity shaped skateboard. Like, I wish you guys could see everything on these cards. Then the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, achieving your ultimate happiness, ultimate joy, ultimate satisfaction, and abundance. Cups is emotional energy. And I think you just need to trust that this situation is going to have time, have patience, ride the waves of life, and find the yin yang has been coming up for me like so much. Finding the good and the bad and the bad and the good. And I think that's how you ride the waves of life and overcome and find your ultimate happiness. Just finding something to be happy about no matter what. And it's not very easy, because I used to hear people say this and I'm like, that is such bullshit. But now I truly have an understanding, understanding of this concept, and I don't allow certain things to upset me. That does not mean I never get mad, but with practice it gets easier. And I think you just have to start by allowing yourself to feel these feelings. And when they surface, deal with them and process them. Ask yourself where they're coming from and be gentle with yourself. And, go from there. When you get overwhelmed, you're allowed to take a break. But know that taking a break, you delay your own completion. You delay your own success. The Wheel of Fortune also represents good fortune. You could have money coming your way. We got Pentacles here. You could have some money coming your way. All right. Let's get the likely outcome for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. And I'm not going to take any oracle cards. I realize that's why my readings have been hella long this particular week. I'm not going to take any oracle cards, but I will start doing extended readings really soon. One more shuffle, please. 3 cards for the likely outcome for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right, 2 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, King of Pentacles. So we have the 2 of Cups. Now, whether this is a relationship with someone else or the relationship you have with yourself, this is beautiful. This is merging together. This is blending, harmony, partnership, flourishing partnerships, happiness, contentment, balance. That balance you're trying to find so desperately. This is loving, happiness, soulmate connections, beautiful energy. We have the Wheel of Fortune. You're going to complete this phase, like duh. Anyway, this is major arcana energy. Like I said, it's unavoidable. It is completely what's the word I want to say? Inevitable, right? This is good fortune though. It's success, it's happiness, it's fulfillment, completion. New chapters, new era, the next era of life. It could also represent a new relationship. It's King of Pentacles, security, financial security, abundance. I feel like you're going to be very secure in yourself as well, very confident, very self-secure, this is patient energy. It's kind, generous, loyal, stable, in every sense of the way. Financially stable, yes. Wealthy, generous. These are also like CEOs and head of the industry. You could be starting a business. That could be what this good fortune is about. You and this person could be coming together to start a business. That could be what this is. Because this could be a business partner. But it's something that will be very lucrative or very fulfilling for you. There's going to be a lot of success and a lot of reward with this. But I think this is just you feeling very confident and very stable, emotionally stable as well. Like, I guess that would be the King of Cups. But I do feel like you're just overall, you have this great sense of stability within yourself. So that is a lovely reading. Let's get some Kipper deck real quick. No, I won't take the Kipper deck because I have to read from the book and that's going to make this reading long. I'll take Romance Angels. 3 cards from the Romance Angels and then we'll wrap it up. Alright. 3 cards for Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Well, I knew there was a lot of passion. So, whatever type of connection this is, there's a lot of attraction here. Strong magnetic attraction with chemistry. Sorry about the glare. Flirts. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. This is just reminding you to have fun. Even if it's a friendship or a business relationship, it's just reminding you to have fun. That's what this 2 of Pentacles is about, riding the waves of life and having fun no matter what, finding the good and the bad. Retreat. Take some time for yourself. It's time to disconnect from the world. You and this person may need to disconnect from the world if you come together. Or if it's a business deal, you may need to go off together to plan to make decisions in quiet, to find some privacy to deal with these matters. Or if it's a relationship, you may just need to sneak off and have some fun and be apart from everything and all the craziness of the world so that you can just enjoy each other in peace. So that's your reading, my lovely Aquarians. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment below if the reading resonates. Connect with me on Instagram, Instago. All my social media links are below, as well as how to book a personal reading or how to donate to my channel. I plan to get a tune for Reiki healing very soon, which is spiritual energy healing, and I will be able to do distance healing. So please, please, please donate to that if you can, so that I can advance sooner. And thank you in advance for that. Sending you peace, love, and light as always. Bye.